Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. This sort of citrusy, sunshiny spring look that I have going today is courtesy actually of two new cheek products that we're going to try today in one video. They were both released around the same time. We are going to look today at the new Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush. That's right, not Tinted Moisturizer. Tinted Moisturizer Blush, and the brand new Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint Cream Blush Stick. I do realize that LYS Liss has also released a new kind of creamy blush. It didn't get here in time to make this video, but I will take a look at that in an upcoming video as well. But I just kind of wanted to compare these two. I want to say that they're not really apples to oranges, but I guess because I chose orangey shades, they're not really oranges to oranges. Oh, you get the idea. So we're going to talk about them and try them on. Now, don't be fooled by this look. I have kind of combined them right now because my face was a little lopsided, but we will try them on separately and look at them in two different lightings. Okay, let's start with the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint Cream Blush Stick. This is the shade Coral Cutie, but it does come in 5 shades and works on lips too. It's not really advertised that way, but I am wearing it on my lips now. Not my favorite type of product for a lip, but you know, if it's in your bag, it definitely would work. I suppose any blush would if it's a cream blush, really. But this isn't advertised for it, but Huda does talk about using it on both. So all 5 shades are $25 each. And I also picked up, as you know, the Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush. This one comes in 9 shades. I got the shade Southbound. It is a tad bit more expensive, $28 for each of the 9 shades. I only chose 1 shade each. Oh, Rebecca, you cheaped out. Well, I knew I wanted to put them head to head. So I purposely chose shades that both brands described as kind of peachy pink shades. I know that we're not really comparing the same thing, but I just kind of wanted to get the same shade range so we could figure it out. The idea being that the Sephora sale is coming up, and I just wanted to show you the formula and how they work, and then you can decide what shades that you feel like picking up in the Sephora sale or whatever sale is happening in your neck of the woods. And I think I'll do the same as well. So let's take a look at them first swatched, okay? This Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush is indeed what it says. It's not just capitalizing on the tinted moisturizer that the brand is so famous for. It really is like if their tinted moisturizer were a blush, and the Cheeky Tint Cream Blush Tint here from Huda almost has a gel-like texture. Both products have a lot of skincare ingredients that I'm not going to go over because at this point, whatever you guess is accurate. I mean, they all have that in it. They both promote, I'm using them here as conducting ones. They both promote moisturization of the skin and healthy skin and long wear. And I have been wearing them for quite a few hours now, though in this combined state. I put one on top of the other, but I know you normally wouldn't do that. But let's take a look at them here. First of all, we have the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer again. This is in one of the 9 shades called Southbound. I'm just going to show you me putting it out on my arm and then blending it in. And as you see, it is definitely a moisturizer-like consistency, and here it is blended a lot. Get my hand out of the way so you can see that. Blended a little. I'll take that outside in just a moment for you to look at. Here it is, just squeezed out of the tube, blended a little, blended a lot. And then we have the Huda stick. There it is, right from the tube, or the bullet, I should say. Blended a lot, blended a little. Very different consistency. Not the same shade, I know. I just tried to get the same shade range. And now here is my arm outside in the warm California sunshine. Exact same swatches, just taking them outside for you to see, just for the consistency. The Laura Mercier, though, I can tell you is a much more sheer color. And the Huda is a much more kind of fun, almost fashion-forward, bold burst of color, but I am going to now go into the demo and try them on for you just so you can start getting your head wrapped around what these are like in case they are on your purchase list or if they piqued your interest, so stick around. Okay, I tucked my hair out of the way here. Let's see what we can do with these kind of pinky, peachy shades. We'll put the Laura Mercier on this side, and we'll put the Huda on the other, and try the Huda on the lips too. They say that Huda's favorite is the redder, kind of bricky redder color for cheeks and lips. I love wearing the same color or the same tone on eyes, cheeks, lips. It really pulls it together, but we're going to try this kind of funky fun shade on the lips today as well. You can use your fingers to blend, a wet wrung out beauty sponge, or I brought over some little flat kind of kabuki style brushes as well that happen to be synthetic, so we can use that too. All right, we're going to start here with the Laura Mercier on this cheek right here, and I'm just kind of going to add it here and then tap and pat. And since I used a lot, but it's okay because it's translucent, I will also use the help of my brush. A little bit more on my hands. I do want to overemphasize this so that you can really see the shade, so I will do it a little bit darker than I would normally wear it. I do have to be careful. I have lately a little bit of a rounder face. You don't want this stuff to start getting near the nose because it does make it look like you have some sort of a sinus thing going on, which is not usually synonymous with the beauty industry standards. All right, that is very pretty and very natural. In real life, it's a little bit heavier than it probably should be, but I did want you to see it. But that is a very pretty product. It was very easy to use, and the consistency is really nice. The consistency is actually quite reminiscent of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, actually. So I can see why they called it that. Rather than it being a departure and then just kind of capitalizing on the name of a popular product, I can actually see why they call it that. It's very similar. So if you like that, you'll like this. And look how natural of a flush that is, even when done heavier. And it's got a little bit of kind of a sheen to it too. It's very pretty. All right, now we're going to try this on cheeks and perhaps regrettably on lips. So this one I'm going to just kind of paint on like that. I do have a clean brush to use for that. This is a much orangier shade, so we're not really comparing, well, oranges to oranges. Boy, I don't really have to go heavier on that. You can already see that pretty well, can't you? Also very pretty. Now, the shades are not the same. They are similar, but not the same. This Huda side, as you see, packs much more of a punch, goes on easier and a little bit quicker. This is a much more natural look, so the Huda is going to blend. And I really like how I've been seeing on Instagram, Huda is doing a lot of the ombre blushes, so a blush that goes from kind of a darker to a lighter shade up, so that would be really pretty. This is a very pretty product. I just don't know that we have room in our makeup wardrobes right now for another cream blush, but these are kind of, this one's kind of almost gel-like, and this one is definitely like a tinted moisturizer. All right, let's try this on the lips. My lips are looking a bit dry today, and it looks like I even got a little bit of my concealer on them, so I definitely need some shade, some color. Now, this is not advertised as a cheek and lip product, but of course that shouldn't stop us, and even Huda says that she uses it on both. It kind of goes white in the lip lines, but it's pretty. It's a cheek product though, you guys. I mean, I thought I would give it a try, and it's pretty. But I think I would actually rather wear a actual lip product, if that makes sense. Let me just do a little bit more just to show you. And I like this one tapped in. It's actually quite pretty. Let's get rid of this mirror. It's actually quite pretty. What do you think? Which one do you like better? A really subtle, glowy look, or a much more kind of punchy, almost gel-like look? They both have skincare ingredients. They both moisturize. They both brag about the same things that pretty much any cream cheek product would brag about nowadays. I think it's actually they're quite pretty. In this shade, I love this for spring. I think it's just really fun. Look how bright it is. And I put on, to be honest, they're not the same in terms of texture. But to be honest, I put on about the same amount. So you can see that these are going to be much more pigmented. And the Laura Mercier is much more of a kind of natural glow. I'm looking in the viewfinder here. So it really depends what you prefer. I just kind of wanted you to have some basis for your thinking as we come upon the Sephora sale. I think for me, for every day, I think I would probably opt for the Laura Mercier, but I have a lot of everyday. This is different. This is really a pop of color and blended very quickly and easily. So for me in the Sephora sale, I would actually pick up some of these because I use the sale to buy those kind of fun things that I don't really necessarily need. This is one that is much more practical, if that makes sense. But definitely tell me your thoughts below. Before I do the intro, I'm going to kind of fix this up and make myself match a little bit better. They certainly would be cute mixed and together. Maybe this is a base and this over it as a pop. I'll try something when I film the intro, but I would love to know what your thoughts are below as we're all starting to get our Sephora sale list ready. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. It's the highest compliment that you can give me, and it definitely gets my videos out to more people, which I appreciate your help with, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.